Warning: this short presentation reveals a controversial new female mind control technique and may be offensive to women, minors, and closed-minded men. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey man, I'm Mike, and if you're straight, you know, you'd rather have sex with a girl than a guy. Then let's just see how sharp you are. What's the easiest way to get laid without paying for it? You think you know? Well, I'm gonna tell you the answer in just a second, and trust me, it will surprise you. Plus, I'm gonna be revealing some disturbing recent trends in female sexual behavior that have developed over the past few decades. Trends that expose the real reason you might not be getting laid as much as you'd like. Not only that, I know you might find this hard to believe right now, but I'm gonna show you how to make a woman horny guaranteed. Any woman. And this technique is so easy, any guy can do it. Yes, that means you, and I'll prove it. So look, I don't know you personally, so I don't know what pisses you off the most. Maybe it's the nights you spend alone as a single guy, wishing there was a hot girl there to fuck you and tell you how much she cares about you. Maybe you're sick of the dating game or bar scene, or maybe you're just sick of settling for girls that other men have tossed aside like a used up beer can. But man, I'm here to help, because no matter how much you struggle with women, I can promise you my story is much more pathetic than yours. So pay close attention, because by the end of this short video, I'm gonna do much more than tell you my weird story. I'm gonna show you a strange and brand spanking new trick I discovered. A trick that's the easiest way on earth to get a shocking amount of pussy. Or just get that one girl that you can't get out of your mind. Even if you're not rich, good looking, hell, even if you have a 2-inch dick. And I'm gonna show you irrefutable video proof of this trick being used on a stunningly hot girl, so you can see for yourself that it works. The technique was invented by a controversial doctor from Singapore, and it works to make any woman hot for you on command, and gets her chasing you like a puppy dog who desperately wants your affection. But unlike a puppy dog, the only thing your woman will desperately crave is your rock hard cock inside of her dripping wet pussy. So make sure you watch this entire video before we take it down in 24 hours. And at the end, you'll realize that these 6 minutes you've invested might be the best 6 minutes spent of your entire year, because this information will get you laid. Heck, this easy trick has already worked for hundreds of men and will work for you too. So here's what some of those men have to say. Long story short, at first I thought this technique was a con or something. It sounded too good to be true, and I thought there was no way it'd work for a guy like me. You see, a few years ago I decided to give up on my dating life. It caused me so much stress and heartache that I figured, what's the point? But because I had nothing to lose, I had tried the technique, and what I found was that not only is it rejection proof, it works on almost any girl I start a conversation with. It's damn easy too, which is great for a guy like me because I struggle with anything complicated. 2 weeks after learning the technique, I've fucked 6 chicks. One of them was an ex-girlfriend and another one was a bikini model. The next week, I used what you taught me on my online dating profile, and it more than quadrupled the number of responses I got and led me to 3 dates that week. I fucked all 3 of them, and the really crazy part is that I never even managed to convince a girl online to go out with me before. This is nuts. It's crazy it took someone so long to figure this out. That was Nikhil J. For the past 9 years, I've been crippled in a wheelchair because of being hit by a truck while walking through a crosswalk. Yeah, it sucks, but my equipment under my pants still works, so I guess it could be worse. Still, for many years, I felt robbed of the sexual adventures that all my friends were having. So when I stumbled upon this technique, I honestly didn't know what to think. But I decided to test it out because why not? After learning this, women have actually been showering me with compliments about my wheelchair. They think it's cute. I used it to get a girlfriend that is way hotter than the girls any of my friends are dating, and they can all walk. Thanks for putting this out there. That was from Simon R. I hadn't gotten laid in 4 years. The first time I used the technique, I fucked the shit out of a girl who was 10 years my junior and sexy as bloody hell. Holy crap, man, it works. That last one was from Gavin L. Now, before I get into the good stuff, a quick warning. A small group of feminists are petitioning to have this video banned. They're claiming, and they're right in some cases, that this doctor's technique is deceptive, manipulative, and can have serious effects on a woman's ability to say no. Like this feminist, who had the nerve to say this about the technique. In today's progressive society, it's a step back to give men this much power. Personally, I think that's a load of crap. Nowadays, I fuck whom I want, when I want. and I refuse to let women like that feminist ruin my fun. Because look, I know from personal experience that not getting sex feels awful. I was a virgin until I was 33 years old, and when I lost my virginity, well, let's just say I had to pay for it. I used to think that being 55 pounds overweight was why I wasn't getting laid. I am not an attractive guy at all. But as you're about to see, that stuff really doesn't matter. As a man, your sexual desires are your most powerful desires, and keeping those desires bottled up, like I did, is extremely harmful. Look, I realize you know you need to have more sex, but do you really know why? Let me give you 3 reasons. According to a 13-year study conducted by psychologists at the University of Colorado, the more sex you have, the happier you become in all aspects of your life. But you already know that more sex will make you happier. This next discovery is the one that really blew my mind. Dr. Nick Dridakis, an economist at a university in Cambridge, England, discovered that when a man starts having more sex, he quickly becomes more likely to start making more money. So you already know that a lot of rich guys don't have that much trouble getting laid. But here's what's cool. Guys who end up having more sex first end up making more money later. So even if you don't have much money, if you can find a way to have more sex, you'll end up making more money. And I'm going to show you that way. So listen, if you've watched this far, you obviously know that more sex with hotter women will radically improve all areas of your life. When you're not having sex, you're missing out on the most important and fundamental part of being a man. And if you're anything like I was, you've probably even considered giving up on improving your sex life altogether. Yet this astonishing recent trend shows you why giving up is the worst idea in the world. Researchers at the Kinsey Institute and Guttemacher Institute, 2 of the world's largest sex research institutions, have confirmed modern women are fucking men at an alarming rate. Women are 90% more likely to sleep with you than they were just several decades ago. What this means to you is it's easier to get laid now than it's ever been, if you know what to do. And I've got some great news for you. I'm going to share with you a shockingly simple seduction secret. This new technique has already worked for hundreds of men of all ages, shapes, and sizes to fuck amazingly hot, perfect 10 girls that they thought were out of their league, to fuck girls that just wanted to be friends, to fuck snobby ex-girlfriends, and much, much more girls than that. According to our latest tally, over 6,300 women have been fucked by the group of several hundred men who know this technique. And you can imagine the respect these guys get from their buddies and coworkers every time they walk in the room with an absolute stunner hanging from their arm. These guys are cashing in on the new breed of horny women. So listen, let's get to the good stuff. If you're like most guys, you've probably bought into the lie that you have to win a girl over by doing stuff like buying her drinks, trying to impress her, and telling her how much you like her. Yet, after years of trying and failing to win women over with this stuff, I've realized a simple truth. If a woman isn't turned on around you, it won't matter how hard you try to win her over. 95% of the time, she won't fuck you. If a woman is turned on around you, it won't matter if you're nice to her or if you're an asshole. 95% of the time, she will not only fuck you, but she'll be the one trying to win you over. In fact, the harder she works for you, the hornier she'll get, and the more she'll want sex from you. It's Psychology 101. Women value what they have to work for. So the reason girls don't want to have sex with you now is simple. It's because you aren't making them horny. That's it. Girls don't need a guy to be rich, good looking, or muscular to want to bang him. Nope, all they need is to get turned on by the guy. And when you know the dirty little secret to making her horny on command, you can easily compel her to work for you, chase you, and make a move on you. Think about that for a second. That girl that's been on your mind almost magically begins smiling at you, flirting with you, and touching you, calling and texting your phone nonstop, and eagerly trying to convince you to hang out somewhere private. She wants to fuck, and she's willing to go to great lengths to make it happen. And that's why this video is causing such an uproar. This technique gets women so hot and bothered, it doesn't matter if you're fat, broke, or an older guy like me. All she knows is that you are making her horny, and she'll link that horny feeling to you forever. The psychology behind this is called imprinting. It's the same reason why it's so hard for people to get over the first person we fall in love with. And because you will be the first and only man with the power to make her feel this unusual horny feeling on command, she'll feel it every time